was on there, but for Paul Tracy, he's going to have to pedal that thing extra hard, as right now, Power's going to...
Oh, contact! Look out! Castroneves has contact with Vitor Meira, and he is hard into the tire barrier at turn 3. This is about the same location where he started his contact last year, as there is Tim Cindric looking on the monitor.
And, you know, that was somewhat similar to what happened last weekend at Watkins Glen with Dixon trying to go around Castroneves. Unfortunately, it was Castroneves on the backside this time. You have to time those passes correctly so you don't end up getting your front wing into the rear of the car that you're trying to pass.
The Homaltro safety crew on the scene, and they're checking on Helio, making sure that he is okay. There's the view from high above, and you can see how hard he went in because the contact moving all of those tire barriers a full car length back from where they were.
And you can see Helio moving inside the cockpit. They will take their time to make sure everything is okay with Helio. And team owner Roger Penske is looking on. Now remember, when he loses the wheel, as he did when he comes down, he does not have any brakes left on the car. So he really could not slow the car down too much before it went down the escape road at the end of the straight and into the tire barrier.
All right, there you see that Helio is climbing out of the cockpit of the car. That's the best sign. You can hear the crowd in the background applauding as they're looking on the big screens around the track. One man not applauding, and there's another, as they are now down to 2 competitors. All right, check the left side of your screen.
Yeah, because we had 2 situations going here. Both the Penske cars are trying to make a pass on the cars in front, and just see how close that was. He just caught the back end of Vitor Meira's car, took off the wheel. Like I said, the brakes are no longer working. He is slowing the speed somewhat, but when you go into the tire barrier, it's still an impact.
You're right. If you take a look at last week's race where Scott Dixon, he clipped, it wasn't as severe a damage. They cut tire and also had wing damage, but nobody got launched like this.
Yeah, and a moment before that happened, we were watching Will Power trying to go around Dario Franchitti. So both the Penske cars were trying to make a major pass at the end of the straightaway.
So our second caution, as we have now completed the 22 of 85 laps, and you can see that the crews are getting the damaged vehicle out. Helio is inside that safety vehicle. He'll make the mandatory trip to the infield care center. We'll get an update on his condition as soon as we can.
And for Paul Tracy, he likes to see this yellow right now because he gets to conserve a little bit of fuel. And if things work out his way, he's going to try and maybe just get it done in one more stop.
Well, and this definitely puts him within his window for one more stop now at lap 23, based on what we've heard calculation-wise, correct?
Well, he has...
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll delve further into that possibility as we will take a break. And we're under our second caution here with just 23 laps complete of 85. Back here at Toronto earlier this morning, the Firestone Indy Lights had their race, and J.K. Vernet, for the 4th time this year in 7 races, held off Dan Clark and the rest of the field to pick up the win. As you can see, the top 5. Congratulations to J.K. Vernet and the Sam Schmidt team as they win again here at Toronto. Under caution because of Helio Castroneves' incident, he has caught up, or I should say Jamie Little has caught up with him.
Well, the good news for Helio, he walked himself over here and bypassed the medical center. Helio, what happened?
Well, certainly car was fantastic. Oh my goodness, we had a supercar today, and I guess new tires were giving me a great confidence to brake, and I think Vitor, when you're running back there, you brake a little early, and I was not expecting he braking that early. I was using the push to pass, trying to go inside, but when he closed it in, I said I'm going to go outside, but I was not expecting he braking that early, and obviously ended up clipping my my right front tire, and the race is over for us. So if you can see it tuck in inside, I'm like, okay, he's going to give the, not going to give, I'm going to go outside, but when he brakes so early, I'm like, wow. I did not expect. It's like suddenly the guy stopped in front of you, but you know, it's I can't believe it. This place it's love and hate. I love this place. Okay, every year we actually fast, but unfortunately we always have a DNF. So well, let's go thinking about next year. Hopefully not have a DNF.
Hey, on the bright side, last year it was booze by the fans. This year you took the lead and they all applauded.
That's right. Hey, booze, applaud. Well, both of them were DNF. I want to change next year.
Well, Elio's talking about DNFs. 5 of the last 6 races here, he has DNF'd, Marty.
It's his second DNF of the season. He came into the race 5th in points, 22 ahead of Ryan Hunter-Reay. Ryan will have to finish in the top 3 to overtake Helio today in the points championship. All right, let's reset it for you. Paul Tracy stayed out. Vitor Meira stayed out. Dario Franchitti